Welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're streaming Twisted Coast Tournament Immortals versus 7 CTRP, and we have Regis with me.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. Thanks for having me, Vishaw.
Yeah. Okay, so there's 120 seconds remaining on the timer, but both teams they picked all their tanks. I can go over the lineups. For 7 CTRP, we have my bubble buddy in Stir 103B, Batcat in T100LT, Scopy Scopy in Batcat, Red Rebel Leader I7, Crashingo in 279E, Jabaka, Valor, and AB Baracus in Supercon.
And then over on the Immortal side, looks like they just got their 7th picked. We have Darkness and Tubbins in the Bat Chats. We have Nate in the I7, Wolfie in the Valor, Jax in the Super Conk, and Skizfizz and Headrone in the WZ QLs.
It's going to be an interesting game, I think, but Immortals definitely being the favorites here, but 7 CTRP have a lot of work to do if they plan to win this game, and they obviously can. Do you know what it is? Is it best of 3 or best of 5 here?
I believe it is. I thought it was first to 3, right? Should be, I think.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Well,
think they would play it 2 battles and then a win.
you're right. It has to be at least best of 5 or best of 7. Okay, the match is about to begin. I know 7 CTRP has been practicing a lot lately. They've been working really hard to get better. They're a relatively new team, so kudos to them to get where they are right now. But Immortal definitely bring a lot of comp experience. They've been playing for a while. It's going to be a tough for 7 CTRP, but let's see how they perform here.
It'll be interesting to see if they choose to, squeeze that stirve on either A0 or, B2 area. We'll know soon enough.
A6, I think it would be either at A6.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
And right away they have decided to ignore the field and they're pushing the 8-9 line, I assume, 7 CTRP. While on the other side, Immortals are taking the field here with, I think, double bats and a QL. Might go up the hill. Both teams setting up. Actually, 7 TRP is not taking the 8-9 line. They're sending 2 tanks around E6 area and then 279E guarding the A cap.
We have Rebel Leader, our Red Rebel Leader over here in the IS-7 working his way down the 8 line currently from 7 CTRP.
He has to be careful because Immortals have 3 tanks up the hill and well, he does have support though. He has
the 2 QLs, yeah. And the Batchat back at A0, yeah.
Yeah, and but again, Batchat might not be able to hit all his shots.
On a QL, yeah, that could be tough, especially when they're flying down. Immortals, they're definitely, working their way into gaining control of the bowl here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an ACAT play from Immortals based on where 7 CTRP is stationed at this point.
They're just getting intel. They have similar lineup to what they had against Unleashed. They're slowly getting information spreading.
Interesting how, yeah.
Getting some vision. I think he loves playing this tank. Whenever I see him on proc, he's playing I7. He's either at F6 or E6, depending upon what side he's on.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's interesting how Immortals they're keeping their 2 QLs up here on the hill because obviously they're 2 ridiculously good DPM tanks and they're really using their numbers advantage over here on the 1-2 line.
Yep, and because of that, those QLs up the hill, Nate can overextend. He knows that he's in cover. He can contest or keep these 2 guys spotted. Once Super Conqueror gets or Bat gets there at A2 already, they will be able to delete these Super Conk and Valor. They're rotating
Yeah,
now, but again, Immortals also have the bull, and that's one of the reasons I don't like that E6 spot, because for that E6 to work, you need A2 control, and if you don't have that, your tanks
correct. Yeah,
just get deleted for no reason without.
completely in a cross, given where Nate is and then where, like you said, B2, A2, they completely sandwiched
Yep.
those
Every
two
Bacchus
super
is one
conks.
shot. Nate he's focusing on 279E. All three of these tanks are detected. Yep. 7 CTRP, they can't even take hill control because Immortals have three tanks over there, full health QLs, or do they have two?
Two.
Okay, two tanks on the hill, but again, they're full health and they're QLs.
I'm surprised Bubble Buddy does not have shots over here on the super conk. I think now would be the time where they're starting to, try to figure out what to do with that sturf here.
I think he has to be a little bit forward to. No, I think he is.
Yeah, I mean, if he can't create a trade here or anything with the super conks and the bat chat out on the 1-2 here.
Yep. Krushingo in 278 is the first one to go down from 7 CTRP. I was expecting Baracus to be the first one, but he has kept himself alive for now. 30%
Yeah,
HP
we're about
difference.
to see. I believe we're about to see Baracus disappear here from Nate. Oh, Nate put it into the dirt, unfortunately. IS7 will do that to you.
And I think what has happened here is, again, 7 CTRP decided to not have any tanks to gain map control, and Immortals slowly surrounded them.
Yeah, and we're about to see Red Rebel over here in the IS7 get surrounded by the QLs. We have Bat Chat pushing back in the 2100 LT, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to do much to those two QLs.
Yeah. If they do plan, I mean, this plan can work, but then they need to win the hill quickly so that the I7 grenade he can be deleted. But if you sit back, then you can see what's going to happen. They'll just get surrounded and then focused out. 30% HP difference.
Yeah,
OP,
and like I said earlier, we saw this happen last time. It might have been the last time we were streaming actually, but it might have been Immortals versus oh shoot,
UNL.
what was it? Yeah, UNL.
UNL, yeah.
That's right. Immortals did virtually the same move where, they kind of have the fast mediums baby their heavy tanks into that OP spot, and then, just in case they encounter, an autoloader or something like that, or a pesky light tank unspotted. I don't remember if you saw that, but down the 1-2, everyone has a buddy sort of thing. It's like a buddy system that they're working on. I definitely
Yep.
think that that's an important thing because we see a trend in their gameplay.
Well, I don't
Everyone
think that
kind of
was their
has.
initial plan, but when they spotted 7 CTRP, that was the right play there.
Yeah,
Since they have left the 1-2 line completely open, I think if that wasn't the case, they could have pushed the other side. They just go with the generic game plan here. Basically, let's get the information and then make the play. But in this case, it worked out the same way as they played against UNL.
yeah. No, I
Okay, I'll go
definitely
with the
agree.
one. The Hadron Skis in his QL, 1800 damage. Skis in QL, 839 damage. Tubbins in bat, 980. Digidarkness in bat at 2400 damage. Jackie in Super Conqueror, 2200 damage. Wolfin Valor, 2600 damage. And Nate in R7, 3600 damage and 2200 assists. Pretty decent game from Nate.
Over here on 7C side, we have Scoopy in the Bat Chat, dealing out just shy of 1500 damage. We have Baracus in the Super Conk. Unfortunately, we saw what happened there, how he got, caught out once they lost the 1-2 line. So, that happens. It's not much he could have done by that point. Same thing with Chewbacca, same spot as that Super Conk. We had Bubble Buddy in the back in the Sturv. Definitely hitting his shots and definitely making him count. Just 3,300 damage. Bat Chat in the T100 LT. I don't think you expect to see high direct damage, especially with the tanks that Immortals was playing, given their map control from the light tank. I don't know, maybe you beg to differ. Coming in at around 800 damage. And then we have Crashing You in the 279E. Again, we saw what happened with that crossfire and getting stuck out at the rock after they lost that 1-2 control. And then Red Rebel in the IS-7 dishing out 1500 damage. I definitely think 7CTRP, I think they had the right idea. I think, completely giving up the 1-2. I don't know what your opinions are on that, Gambit, but
Yeah, you have to take
I don't know if I'd want
complete
to.
control of one side. You either need the full control on the field or on the backside.
Yeah, it seemed like they tried to straddle the train track sort of, but take it, an east favor, the hillside favored center control, and I think that just allowed, Immortals to commit a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. Now the tables are turned. S7 CTRP will be attacking and Immortals will be defending. And a lot of the teams, they find attacking a bit more advantageous because they don't have to worry about being capped out, so they can spread a bit more.
See, I think that's a double-sided statement there, because to me, I obviously, you're exactly correct in that, but I think there is an advantage to playing defense as well, because you don't have to really make the first, you're not the one having to poke, and you're not the one having to reset caps, and I'm sorry, you're not the one having to put yourself out there and cap and all that sort of stuff. So, but honestly, by the same token, I think that's bit us in the butt a lot.
yeah. Every time a team is waiting for the other team to make a play, and the other team is collecting intel and making that play, right? It's the one that's making the play usually.
That's winning,
usually win. Yeah, as long as their play is based on the intel and it's not a blind push right away.
100%. I definitely agree. I think that's a little bit of my delayed response into our adjustment in our gameplay. I still feel more comfortable defending sometimes, but
yeah. Okay, well, I'll go with Immortal side. Both teams are ready.
I'm still sitting in the garage acting like I'm going to pick a tank.
Oh, well, they lost the game. So we'll go over lineup once you're in. Okay, I'll go over Immortals lineup. Slowly shifting towards that side. Okay, we have Vishaw and Warthog in Valor, Digi Darkness in Unskinned Valor, SoCal and Nate in I7. Spicy Tank, haven't seen him in a while. Welcome back, Spicy. In Batchat, Sir Tubbins in his favorite tank, 13-105. I'm assuming it's his favorite tank, though. If there's 105 on Immortal side, it's like that,
so. Yeah. So over here on 7CTRP side, we have Black Ships in the QL, we have Blind Sight in the Valor, we have Chewbacca in the Valor, we have Barracus in the IS-7, and we have Mr. Fuzzy Scopey in the Batchat, and we have Batchat in the 200 LT, so we can never get...
Wow. Oh! What happened? Sir Tubbins just committed suicide. It's not his favorite tank anymore.
It is not his favorite tank.
Okay. Things are definitely looking better for
He's a 200 LT guy, I guess.
They have eliminated one tag successfully, and this also limits vision on Immortal side. Spicy Tank being the only spotter. He's sitting at A6. Well, Nate at his usual position, E6, and Immortals are pushing the 2 line. Okay, they're not pushing yet.
And C7CTRP has placed Batchat over here in the 200 LT on the 0 line in a bush for their vision. It'll be interesting to see, though, because he does not see Immortals bundled up at the A8 position.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen here, as soon as Nate is detected, Immortals will push the tool line, and that Super Conqueror is a bit overextended. He does not, or sorry, AB Barracks in I7 is overextended. He does not have any support. And he needs to fall back, otherwise he'll be eliminated pretty quickly.
I don't know where your camera is, but if you go and take a look at SoCal over here in the I7 at A8, I think he's knocked down every single tree possible.
Okay, both the
Really
battles
about
they were able to put one in Spicy Tank, a bat battle going on. Scoopy pushing bat chat. Spicy's out in the open. They need to finish him. Didn't connect the first one. So they're focusing Spicy now. He's a
This
two
is their
shot.
chance.
This is their
2 shots
track.
in the row into the tracks.
They're putting
Game-changing
shots in
shots.
I7, which is not required. Batches. Both of them are reload. Okay, they should hold on. Yeah. The T100 LT is going by himself. He does not need to do that. He needs to wait for Bat's reload.
I think he might have gotten lucky though, because Spicy Tank just went for
he forced
a
a
reload.
You're right, but he does not know that, so now he's falling back.
Yeah.
Well, on the other
think he
side, as we
wasted-
were afraid that I7 was
Huge
sitting
shot
in the,
here from
without any
Chewbacca.
support. Yeah, okay, Spicy is out. Smart play from Black Shirts. He crossed the tracks. He's on the other side now,
Yeah, but Baracus is out as well now.
which is completely fine because now they can put triple cap pressure and push I7 on the other side. Live in SoCal will go down here, I hope. And the Batcher just rammed I7. This is an interesting play here. Gopi needs to connect his shots here. SoCal put another one in bat that. Okay, SoCal will go down here. On the other side, we have 22 seconds on the cap. Bats are on reload, so Immortals know this is their time. They can take out Black Shirts here, but they're focusing on cap.
Can see Nate and Borshot both rotating down through that B6 position, but they're going to run right into Scopy here on a reload. So I'm interested to see if Scopy's able to survive here.
I think, but because their focus will be the cap,
It's not
the cap.
there.
They need to overextend. I7 needs to go in, but things are definitely not
That's
good
cap.
looking good for Immortals. You know,
That's a wrap.
yeah. Things definitely did not go as planned for Immortals here. They had a bit too many tanks on the two line. I mean, they had 3 tanks, and it didn't help when they lost their light tank early on.
Yeah, I think that Vital Vision really prevented them from understanding where that push was going to be coming from 7C TRP, but by the same token, 7C TRP took advantage of, the mistake, and that's all about how this game works, Wait for someone to make a mistake and be ready for it.
Yep, and they were able to take out Spicy Tank as well without letting him dish out any damage. That worked as well. So I'll go over the damage for Immortals. Spicy Tank in this bad chat was not able to make an impact. Sir Tubbins, unfortunately, was the one who self-destructed DG Darkness and Unskin Valor for Chieftain. 1562 live in SoCal and I7 2100. Warthog in Valor, 1000 damage. Borshot, 400 damage in his Valor. And Nate with the 700 damage in I7.
Yeah, they really did get stuck. I guess it was SoCal who got stuck over there with Spicy Tank, but
they were, and
yeah.
not to mention, 7CTRP was quick enough to react to push the cap as soon as they saw that Immortals are pushing. I think they were pushing it early on, pushing that I7 to be Barracus
to
and
B6.
Black had made a quick rotation as well. That made things even easier for 7CTRP here.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's definitely seeing Nate turn around to go to the B6 spot, I think, is where 7CTRP really took advantage of. I think that was the second mistake potentially. But, cap out or eliminate all at that point, so who knows. Anyways, going down 7CTRP side, we have Barracus in the IS-7 dealing out just shy of 500 damage. We have Black Shirts in his QL with just over 1,000 damage. We have Scopy in the Bat Chat, just over 2,000 damage. Mr. Fuzzy in the Bat Chat as well, just shy of 800 damage. 7 shots fired there, so definitely trying to connect. I wonder if he was the one shooting at that IS-7 potentially. Chewbacca in the Valor, with 2 kills and 1,500 damage, 20 cap points. So he was definitely one of the ones sitting on the cap, obviously. And Blind Sight in the Valor, 54 cap points. And maybe that explains the 0 damage there. At that point, you have that much. You got to protect that guy and keep him from getting reset. Bat Chat with a kill and 1,000 damage. Probably just running around in a circle in that cap, creating some havoc. Again, I think that was a great play from 7CTRP. I think they saw, the gap or the mistakes from Immortals, and I think, given where the light tank was, I think they made the right play.
They took advantage of having an extra tank in the game. Okay, so mine's the next map. Immortals are defending. I don't think they're using timer anymore.
So we are currently at 1-1. You can go to anybody right now. No comebacks, fresh start. We have 7CTRP attacking first. It's a scary thing to see when you see the defense playing a mobile lineup. That's not going to be, that'll be a fun game.
Yep. I think Immortals. What do you think? Do you think Tubbins will pick 105 once more? We saw what he did last time on this map. Completely turned the game.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
He still hasn't selected a tank. And it is
13-105. There's a lot more cliffs and rocks in this map. I don't know. I had literally 0 room to talk.
Immortal definitely going with a more mobile lineup, but a bit soft on the hit points. I think 7CTRP, if they pick another QL, they can just push straight on the hill and then ignore whoever goes on the hill. And they can just go straight for the heavy tanks that are holding around the G6 area, I would say.
Both teams holding out here last second. Okay, here we go.
Is 7CTRP going for an artillery play? It is possible they're holding out for the last tank.
I don't know who their arty player is, so I honestly can't predict it.
They don't have the tank to go to H1 though, so I'm not sure if they can play an artillery. Yeah, and it's the second machine.
Machine, sorry.
Okay, so looks like a brawl setup here from both teams. And the 7CTRP definitely having HP advantage, but then it comes down to who connects.
My guess is that this is not going to be a drawn-out game. This could be very well over in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
To either side with the tank lineup that we're seeing.
Okay, I'll go over Immortals lineup. Tubbins in 13-105, Nate in Bat Chat, Skizfizz and Jackie in Machine, Digi Darkness and P95 Chieftain, SoCal and Hedron in QLs.
And then over on the 7CTRP side, I'm probably going to get cut off here. Barracus and the Chisel, yep, they're going to start it. I'm just going to wait. All right, Chewbacca and Mr. Fuzzy in the QLs, Blind Sight in the Valor, Black Shirts in the Valor. We have Bat Chat and Scopey in the Machines, and we have Barracus in the Chisel. That is from 7CTRP. Okay.
Okay, the race for the middle begins. Yep. 7 CTRP coming straight up. If they
Seems like
Immortal's
Barracus
got a
got
bit
a decent
unlucky with their
spawn.
Yeah, Immortal's got a bit
Yeah.
unlucky with their spawns for machines. At least 2 of them. Barracus the first one to get there. And he will be the first one to get focused out as well. He's going straight up there. This
Wow.
machine needs to kill their machine. Needs to focus out. Skis is out. Skis needs to go out here. You have to kill him. Skis is out.
That's a good trade to me. I mean, you
It
figure...
is, but they need to keep pushing. Their single shots need to keep pushing. They can't stay there because Tubbins is behind them and they'll just
Nate is on reload.
Yep.
Now's their time.
They just have to push straight up. They have to ignore Tubbins and Batchat.
They're going. They're going.
They are going up the hill.
Making the play.
They will get
turn.
Sophie is going up. Someone needs. Okay, he's going up. For Batchat.
I like Blackshirt's idea there to play, the defensive on that rock. I think that was the good move and send the machines. I think Blindsight needs to redirect his attention.
Yep, Batchat's out. Tubbin is still full health. If they pick up Tubbin, it will be huge for them. Things are looking good for 7 CTRP here.
Wow.
And we have 2
very good play from 7 CTRP.
Yeah, 2 tanks behind the famous rock. 7 CTRP have
great punch from Mr. Fuzzy there. Wow. Good shot.
Great play
Immortals continually getting punished here. Yeah, you can't hold that spot. Not in the QL. 7 CTRP has the numbers here. And the, and the flips.
You can see they have the number, they have the HP, not to mention the fact they had a HP advantage to begin with. And Immortal did get a bit unlucky, unfortunately, with their spawns. They should have opted out against taking the hill, in my opinion. When they saw...
I think that... Yeah, no, I agree with you there.
Yeah, and I think a really good focus fire from 7 CTRP there. They took out Skills and heavily punished that Batchat.
Yeah, Batchat was left on 1 shot virtually, and I again, like you said, I think, they were still gathering their thoughts when you and I mean, obviously we have God's vision up here, so we can see everything, but, I think that initial push, they would have taken potentially less damage, because they would have caught those autoloaders out, and 7 CTRP would have been even better off, if they'd pushed that hill a little bit earlier, full send, full commitment, but again, I think that was a pretty flawless execution in the in the heat of it and all that. It's hard to gauge, where everyone's reloads are, who's aiming where and whatnot. So I think, given the circumstances, I think they played that well. Anyway, so 7 CTRP side, Black Shirts in the Valor, making shots count, 1,700 damage. Barracus in the Chisel, we saw what happened, but you know what? That's fine. Take one for the team there. Definitely a ram attack, 1 pen, 800 damage. So that was a nice sacrifice. Chewbacca in the QL, 2 kills and 1,100 damage. Mr. Fuzzy in the QL, 3,400 damage, definitely making the shots count there. 7 shots fired, 6 pens. You like to see that. Blindsight in the Valor, killing 1,300 damage. Scopey in the Machine, 2 kills, 2,800 damage. Again, making the shots count. And Batchat in the Machine, 2 kills, 2,600 damage. I definitely want to commend 7 CTRP here. I mean, amazing ratios on their shots fired to penetrations. I think that's where we saw that damage difference.
Yeah, or on the model size, Hedron, QL 2,800 damage. Locale with 7,800 in his QL, Nate 600 damage, and in his Batchat, Sertab 700 in 13105, the Darkness with 1,800 damage in Chieftain T95, Jack in his machines 1,400, and then Skissfizz, he was the first one to get focused out, 1,000 damage in his machine. I think I didn't see who shot. Did Barracus ramped Batchat? Is that how he got it?
Yeah, I believe so.
He tried him? Okay.
Yeah, smack the crap out of him. I mean, that's what you want to see. Chisel's reload is not the shortest thing in the world. So if you can fire one and you think you're going down, I mean, shoot, I can name 5 guys on our team who would have ramped too. Yeah.
Great game from 7 CTRP here.
Yeah, that was very exciting to watch. We
Yeah.
knew the mobile lineups, you know, and that's what you like to see too. If you see defense pick that mobile of a lineup, you're like, you know what, offensive, we have got to take it just as fast as they are.
Mm-hmm. Well, now
We
7
do have
CTRP are winning 2-1. Mm-hmm.
Uber is available to join us if you'd like him to hop in as well.
Yeah, I'll quickly invite him to the.
Hey, what's going on,
Good
Leo?
evening,
We're
good
just
evening.
finishing up the first game on Mines, third overall. 7CTRP is currently in the lead 2-1 against Immortals NA.
Okay. How many games is it? I'm not. It's on
Best
EU
of
server.
5.
We're
No, it's
both
NA.
guessing it's first to 3, yeah.
Okay. Can you shoot me an invite so I can just switch servers quickly?
You are on EU? I think they will just launch. I'm unable to invite you.
I'm unable to invite as well. Hang on, let me see if I can send one to the game.
Yeah, you have to use an in-game invite.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be on EU.
I sent
Why?
it.
Both of them are NAT.
Well, I didn't know. You didn't post anything in the Discord.
No? About
No.
the server?
About the game or anything. I just got
It
a
is.
message from. I just
No,
got a
it's-
message from Erica saying, "We're streaming. Get on." I was like, "Oh, I'm just on the way home."
I may or may not have urged him to speed. Would never say someone shall break the law.
yeah, they are ready with their lineup.
No worries, no worries.
7 CTRP.
And
Mr. Fuzzy and Crashing going E4 in bat chat. Okay. Red Rebel Leader 279E, Bubble Buddy Mouse, Barracus in Super Kong, and Scorpion 113.
Over here on the Immortals side, we have Sir Tuppence, the AMX13105, Nate in the Bat Chat, Wolfie and Headrone in the Machines, Darkness and Super Conk, Skizfizz in the QL, and Jax in the 113. We have a tank selection coming from Scopy, though. We're going to change it up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Unless they're switching somebody else in.
I'm not sure. Is Mr. Fuzzy used to be in TST? Is that the same guy, or is it another Mr. Fuzzy here?
Who the heck is Mr. I don't know.
Okay, they're switching it for another. I think
Somebody do a
Zubat guy
tanker
as
hist
well.
on him.
Oh, Uber did made it. I'm not sure if they'll spec him. They did. They have to. Okay. Uber did it.
Nice.
I think it's left side that works correctly. So Uber will have the right display.
unfortunately, I'm not the one streaming.
Yeah. I guess can you message them that to switch spectator to the left side? Or
Yeah,
I
let me
mean,
shoot
whenever
him.
they'll see
There's
it,
no way
yeah.
it's going to get in time, but
Yeah, at least for the next game.
So it's a best of 5 or is it best of 7?
I assume it's best of 5. But
Okay.
you can check the Discord for that.
Well, my
listen to
phone
Discord.
is just about dead. I haven't been able to charge it all day due to work being or the big power at work. And I'm charging
Okay,
my
so-
portable.
Mm-hmm. We're in the game. I think from 7 CTRP lineup, they're going with HP advantage. Immortal's going with mobility, so they will not be pushing the hill. From what it looks like, they might still send someone over the H for the one line.
yeah, to me, I mean, I don't know, my own opinion, and everyone is entitled to their own, but I personally do not like mouse plays. That is just my maybe it's because sometimes I play the mouse, and we all know how I did because I don't play it anymore, but I really don't like mouse
Wow.
plays.
Yeah, Bats had good making a cross. I think he was able to make the cross without taking any punish.
Yeah, that 270 is not fast enough to get to the position to punish that batch, and he didn't even get spotted, dude.
2790. Where's 2790?
From 7C pushing up to the F5
Oh yeah,
location.
yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, the other batch got spotted over at H2. Okay, now that batch in the middle spotted. I'm all looking for the artillery. I was like, wait, where's the artillery? They don't have one.
I think 7C actually has pretty good map control right
They
now.
do. They
I don't
have
know.
E4 in position, and this D
Yeah.
darkness, if he tries to go up, he will get
Whoa.
shot by the E4. Red Rebel needs to push a little bit forward. Okay, he has
It's a little
spot.
bit different to push that QL up on that one line, but I wonder if it's gonna pay off. You see the Immortals making this 890 push, and you're wondering if it's going to
Super
be.
Conk just got punished.
Yeah.
Immortals
yeah.
are again going for the 9-9 push, but I'm not sure
Wow,
if it will
another
work.
big punish from the Super.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, kill it.
DG
They kill it, hit
Darkness
him.
really taking a punishment here. I think this is the time right now where 7C can win the game all right here if they push that 1-2. I don't know. I think they need to get out Darkness and
Well, they're
move
defending.
forward.
Yeah,
They're
Immortals are
defending,
going up, but
Yeah, but we're about to
has
see
too much
that
HP.
YOLO
Yeah.
play.
Down.
This is the YOLO play that you don't want to see from Immortals. Two machines, 113, the
They're going
QL.
straight up. Yeah, they have two tanks.
Yeah.
So there's a Super Conk and an E4. While Mouse is still full HP, their bats coming back, and Barracus
This
will go
is-
down there.
Yeah, this is an identical play from Immortals that they did to UNL. And I
Well,
remember
that's their
watching.
window.
Yeah, I remember watching the mouse sitting there in the exact spot that Bubble Buddy is sitting in right now, just watching his team die in front of him. I felt bad.
Well, they were able
Feel
to
bad
push
again.
E4 a bit back, and that if that Super Conqueror was on the hill, it would have been huge for Immortals, so then they had calcs at this E4.
Yeah, I think right now, Rad Rebel and Chewbacca need to somehow take the hill or do something here. I think Chewbacca's stuck in the center and needs to make up his mind. But I think they still have a chance here.
Yeah, they have one more tank in the game, and
There's
7
still a-
CTRP. They're pushing the hill. Nate can
There's
get
still a
Nate
20%
can get his
HP
bat
difference.
jet. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but they have two tanks out of the game. Nate and Tubbins need to get down from the hill.
I think this is huge for 7C I think they have, this group of 3 tanks here stopped in their tracks. Headrone just got lit on fire from the mouse. Mouse just
Just
sitting
he had
at
fire
3,000 hit points.
Yep, bats is one shot as well. It's not over yet, just because the models are at a
Tanks are
position
even.
very difficult for them to push. Yeah,
Yeah, tanks are even.
they're not penning this mouse. My bubble buddy is angling his armor.
Yep,
Very
now we have
effectively.
Chewbacca and Rebel up here and gaining hill control. Don't forget their E4 has rotated, so now Nate and Sir Tubbins have rotated down the 3 line undetected and unpunished.
Guess was just like a faster shot from people.
Bats.
Bad chat go down.
They need to finish E4.
CS just goes down.
Skizz Fizz is down. I think the mouse
Jackie
here.
needs to. Yeah, Tubbins is
Chewbacca's
coming
gonna take
from
out
the
Jax.
backside. The E4 is a one shot. Jackie needs to push
Oh,
forward.
Chewbacca
A
low
low
roll.
roll.
So unfortunate. That's
It doesn't
frustrating
matter,
because
he'll
now
take
this
out.
E4. Yeah, but could potentially
he's not
take out the
heavy enough?
E4 now.
The 113 is heavier? I mean, he was going uphill, but still.
Okay, Mr. Fuzzy taken out. The game is happening up here. This is,
That's
see
270 in the mouse
who's able to.
versus 270 in the mouse and a killing.
Wow,
versus the other
7CTRP
105.
putting a shot into Sir Tubbins, taking him out.
Oh,
That was
great
essential.
shot from, yeah.
Absolutely essential. You have over 4,800 hit points between 2 tanks here. Plus, man, we are at 6,000 hit points plus from 7CTRP versus a 1,400 from Immortals. And they're on
And Immortals are
defense.
the one that are
Yeah.
attacking. Nate.
Here
Nate
comes the
needs to
triple ammo rack.
reload. Yeah, Nate needs to reload 2 times after penning all of his shots. I don't know. It's not
surviving.
looking good here. Sorry, it's just not looking good for Immortals right now.
Yeah, great gameplay from 7CTRP. When we beginning, when we started the first game, I was saying it's going to be tough for them to play against such an inexperienced team. But they got a bit lucky in proc, but they just swapped, Immortals on mines. They had the HP advantage. The first game they pushed hard. Second time they had HP advantage, and They made their shots count and connect.
I honestly, yeah, I mean, I think we agree that Proc, Immortals definitely had a misplay there, but 7CTRP did not waste their opportunity, and that's what, you're not supposed to waste an opportunity. And here they have proven that, that was not all, they weren't handed that game either. I think that at this point we can all justify that this has been an awesome display of some different plays.
Yep. And I think that's the thing on mines. Sometimes team, they want to take hill control. They are going for mobility and they're sacrificing HP. And then the other team, if they do complete opposite, then that does not work well for them. Even if you, again, as you said, like you can take the hill and then what now? What are you going to do now?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they didn't have the HP to push the 9-9.
Huge punish.
Yeah.
Making the shots count.
Yeah, both the 279 and the killing.
Wow.
The game.
That was just exciting to watch because there were so many things that 7CTRP did that I'm like, man, that was just satisfying. It was like everything you wanted to see happen, especially in your God mode view above the map, they did. And that was just, great, intuition on their part. I think they really figured out, or, they really read Immortals correctly there. Anyways, going down Immortals lineup, I'll let you do the 7CTRP, Vishaw, or Leo, whatever.
Yeah, Leo, you can go with 7CTRP.
Immortals, we have Jax here in the 113 with a kill and 1,000 damage. We have Skizfizz in the QL with 1 kill, 2,000 damage. We have Nate in the Bat Chat, just shy of 1,100 damage. Sir Tubbins in the 13105, 1 kill and just about 1,300 damage. DG Darkness in the Super Conk, we saw what happened there. They lost that 1-2 control and he got stuck out. That happens. Not much you can do. Wolfie in the Machine with just shy of 900 damage, and Headrone in the Machine with a kill and 2,500 damage.
Going down 7CTRP, we got Batchat in his Batchat, 2647. Nice game there. AB Barkus in his Super Conk, 1234. We got Crashingu in his E4, pulling 894 damage. Mr. Fuzzy 007 in his E4, pulling just shy of 1,000. Chewbacca in his Killin, pulling 2216. My Bubble Buddy in his Mouse, a massive 4181. Nice game there. And Rebel Leader in his 279E, pulling 2143.
Yeah, again, I'm gonna commend 7CTRP there again. I think they really, showed everybody what they're capable of, and like you said, this is anybody's game. Everyone's playing the same tanks. It's all about what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah. Great game from 7CTRP, being here and being the underdogs and winning the game. They played mines very effectively. And even when it comes to hitting your shots, and the mouse from 7CTRP was the Immortals tried to focus him, but he was angling pretty well. Not to mention it's difficult for Machine to pen the mouse anyway, but still he was doing his job very effectively. Immortals are out of this tournament. 7CTRP will progress.
GG's, guys.
And I did just get some intel. Mr. Fuzzy was THT.
Oh, okay. Well, that is it for now. We have another stream tomorrow between Immortals NA and Immortals EU. And probably we might have another one later on, but that's not confirmed yet. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you again soon.
Have a good night, guys.
Yep, good night.